Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of the 100 Days to CLAT series. This is day 58 away from the CLAT exam, and today's day was a boot camp day. So it was the first day of boot camp. So in today's video I will discuss primarily the schedule of boot camp, kaisa tha boot camp, and how was the mock of that boot camp, and then followed by a bit philosophical things, I would say. So let us quickly begin that. Yesterday's day wasn't that great. I mean, the day 59 May, I studied like 5-6 hours only. I quickly recorded a 30-second, 45-second video because I was running late for the boot camp. So I was not able to discuss that yesterday. So let us start with the boot camp. What was the day 1 schedule? So day 1 schedule mein the boot camp started at like 9, and it started with legal reasoning ka master class. So master class is nothing but they are just making us solve a sectional. So sectional was one based on ALET, one based on CLAT. First we did CLAT ka sectional, followed by a small break. In this break they gave some coffee something, and then it was followed by the ALET ka legal reasoning section. ALET's legal reasoning section was a bit difficult. It is worthwhile solving. And then it was followed by, what was it followed? Yes, it was followed by lunch, and then by 1:15 1:30 we gave our CLAT mock, the mock one. I was expecting it to be on the moderate side, but again my expectations were wrong. How was the mock? It was very easy. I would say very easy. Not even kidding, it was very easy. English was like English were like free marks in English. I took like 16-17 minutes in English. This was one of my records which I've created, and I got like 24 marks in English. I could have, simply gotten away with the without reading passage itself. I was able to solve a lot of questions. So English was like that. GK was a bit on moderate to difficult side. Didn't score that well, 15 half, 15 something in GK. Then logical में, okay, let's go with legal. Legal में the passages were long, the questions were long. On and all, legal में one problem which I faced was time. It took me around 38-39 minutes. So time was one constraint in my legal. Even though there were only 5 passages, it took me a bit more time. So that is something which I would work on after coming from the boot camp. I mean, the questions were not that hard, easy, I would say. Logical reasoning, again we got an AR set in logical, CR set. I first went to the AR, tried solving it for 2 to 3 minutes, like I said in one of my videos, my strategy, and I was not able to do that. I mean, there were a lot of variables for that, so I left it for the ending. Then I solved the CR section. CR में it was kind of easy to moderate level में. CR was that. Then I went for the English, and after that I've come for the AR at the last. AR में how it was there were a lot of variables for that. It took a bit more time. It took me around like 13 minutes, 12 minutes for me to complete that AR. But because I was able to save my time in my English, I was able to spend it here. So that is another reasoning, that is to do the sectionals as fast as possible, so that I could spend like this time like this. Quants, how was quants? Quants was also very easy, very straightforward, nothing much. I would say quants may I got 10 to 12 marks would have been a good score. On and all, the paper was on easier side. A score of late 80s or early 90s would have been good enough. Then one thing is what to expect from the boot camp. This is the thing which I really want to address. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of people complaining boot camp was not that great. I mean, what are you expecting from boot camp? If you are expecting कि आपको CLAT का पेपर ही मिल जाएगा boot camp में, then your expectations are wrong. If you are expecting that you will go from level 1 to level 100 in a matter of 4 days, your expectation is again wrong. If you are expecting something extraordinary, some magic secret or something, then again your expectations are wrong. The thing which you can expect from bootcamp is to create a intensive सा reading schedule का habit. So The boot camp started at what 8 9 p.m. and it ended at 6. So on and all from this time it is like how many hours? 9 hours. Out of these 9 hours we studied at least for 5 to 6 hours. So the people who don't study even that would get a habit to study. That is one thing you could expect from bootcamp. The second thing is a reality check. Bootcamp gives you a reality check. Bootcamp gives you to know the competition around you. Ab जैसे I am scoring quite good enough at least compared to the people whom I know. So if I go to the boot camp and I see that I'm not in the first few people and I'm at a really lower stage, that would give me the reality check that I'm not doing hard work enough. I have to study more. I have to make a lot of improvements. And if I'm at the top, that would again boost my confidence. Ki among these many people, I'm at least getting a lot better than these many people. So that gives you a reality check. And what else can we expect? Third is a bit of philosophical thing. Boot camp, what I do even for the last year and year prior to that, there's a practice which we follow in our religion, and that is called something that might not be concern for you. So the main practice is that 3 to 4 days of our life we we completely, what I'm not even getting a proper word to say, we go to the mosque and we just stay there for 3 to 4 days, and we try to cut off our ties with the normal day-to-day world being. So I mean we can talk with people, but it is suggested for us to not talk to people. So what happens after these 3 to 4 days is I feel a sense of redemption. I feel a sense that all my sins are gone and I'm getting a new life or something, and from now on I could continue that pace. This is the feeling which I get after these 3 to 4 days. So that is the same thing which I am expecting from the boot camp. After these 3 to 4 days, I could say कि this was the point where I turned my preparation around. This is the boot camp. So many people can use that as a starting point. I mean, I'm not able to express it that well. I'm a bit inarticulate about that, but I get you. You guys probably would get my point. I'm not sure why I'm stammering today a lot. So what is today? Today again there is a CLAT mock, and there is some quants ka stuff followed by some English ka class. So again today's day I will aim for only one thing, and that is to increase my speed a lot. That is the only aim which I'm having in this boot camp, and I will also cover that today's mock in the next video. If you guys have any queries or stuff, do let me know.